Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 23 of Curse of Strahd. This is going to be a very chaotic episode because we're all having a time, but it's all good. Thank you so much, Carne Man, for the 4 gift subs. Advantage to each player. You're the best, and I love you. You are the antithesis of Nisa, and I appreciate it.
Nisa's the best. Thank you.
All right, cool. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight, everybody. We really appreciate it. As always, I'm Emma, also known as Emma Panada. You can find me here on my Twitch channel, or you can find me on Twitter at Emma Panada, where I largely shitpost and do stuff, you know. Have a good time. We do have donations turned on for this game, so if you gift a sub or you donate $3, you can give somebody advantage on a roll, or you can do $5 to cause chaos to happen, or $20 to summon Strahd. Please don't summon Strahd. We'd really appreciate it. But if you're so inclined, you can do all that stuff. But if not, that's totally okay as well. We're going to go around and say hey to everybody else, though, starting with Stacy in cartoon form.
Hello, my name is Stacy. I can't see my little cartoon. Is it just in the stream?
It's just in the stream. So if you go to Twitch, you can see it.
I know how to do that. I can do that. My name is Stacy. You can't find me anywhere, but Instagram maybe. A couple of chumps cosplay. I'm trying to figure out Twitch. Oh my god, I've never used it on a computer. This is wild. Sorry, I'm going to be doing this for a moment.
You're good. No worries. Next up, let's say hi to Bikake.
Hello, I am B. You can find me on Twitch, streaming art Wednesdays through Fridays. I was on vacation for a week, but I start up again tomorrow.
Hey, nice. I'm excited to have the B streams back.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so cute.
And next up, Monster.
Hello, I am Monster X8. If I freeze at any point, just know that I might not be able to hear you.
Beautiful. We love to hear it. Where can we find you, and what do you do?
Clearly not on the internet. I was streaming today here on Twitch. I am sometimes on Twitter and Instagram.
Hell yeah. We'd love to hear it. Perfect. Amazing. And last but certainly not least, with a helpful little companion of their own, we have Maddie Matihi, also known as Piper.
Hello. I'm kind of gonna do the intro today. Hi, I'm Timothy. I'm currently representing my client Matihi. Matihi can be found on Twitter at Maddie Matihi and never on Twitch. Well, rarely. They do other stuff. They don't feel like talking about it right. What they'll talk about at the end. Yeah, that's about it. You know, Matihi's GMing, even though they wanted me to do it tonight, but I was like, fuck that.
Thank you, Timothy. That's very inappropriate. Okay.
Yeah,
that's it.
He's not allowed to say fuck.
Fuck.
His favorite curse word.
Probably fuck.
I am fuck.
That's it. That's all.
Okay, cool. Well, perfect. So again, we're having a night, so bear with us. It's gonna be chaotic and weird, but you know, we're rolling with it. So, with all that out of the way, Piper, why don't you start us off?
Oh, yeah, I do need to start you off. I'm so sorry. All right, everybody.
We just have all the giggles today.
Believe it or not, only one of us is potentially high.
It's time.
But I bet you won't know which one.
It's
Are
a
we
guessing
about
game.
to literally all die? I feel like that's what was about to happen.
Yeah.
be
Yeah,
fine.
that's honestly probably gonna happen.
Everything is okay.
We're gonna let's see. What are we gonna play right now? We're gonna play some combat music. Oh,
In the
since it's
arms of the
The
angel.
angle.
fly away. All right. So last time here on Emma Panastro on Curse of Lady Strahd, we'd still been facing off of, it was round 2 of the fight against the druids, more namely the Displacer Beast, Joshua, and the Simic Hybrid. You don't know their name. You haven't asked it. One that has a beetle-like carapace on their back, large, bulky, strong. And of course, casting spells at you right now. Currently, our weather in the air is stormy with a chance of damaging thunderbolts and lightning bolts, because thunderbolts aren't actually a thing. Right now, you sit in the center of the storm. The begins to rumble. You see above you the sky is dark, clouds black. They're ever expanding, ever roiling. You see within them various flashes of light as they spark and shoot out, hitting the various rocks nearby all of you, striking into the ground. Controlled by, to the south, the Simic Hybrid Druid, who seems to be almost the mastermind of these plans. Last time, summoned by the collective chanting of the druids around, as they came forward, began touching the rocks around the tree itself, named Winter Splinter, great name. They begin to get almost encompassed by this dark mold, almost, that was growing on the rocks. Eventually, this effigy that had previously looked like Strahd now turned into this hideously gnarled and mangled tree, had stabbed into the druids around and consumed them. Though the consumption did not stop at the druids, Stanathan, our friendly neighborhood zombie friend, had been ripped apart by Joshua into and scattered around. Their remains had originally whipped into a maelstrom of sorts. And of course, in the center, the tree, Alfie had gone inside, being consumed by it, but luckily had been brought back while inside. She'd grabbed the gem from within the creature's mouth, ripping it from its uvula. As she tried to make an escape again, unfortunately, the jaws of the creature chomped down on her, causing her to fall unconscious yet again. But Serana, with quick thinking and a quick hook, had gone inside the creature's mouth and, very much like a lacrosse stick, was able to flick out the acorn-sized glowing green gem, causing the tree to slowly stop and stiffen. No longer moving. But just to the southwest, an unfortunate twist had occurred, No Name being very much against fighting against the Displacer Beast, but had been fouled. Not dead. Just a flesh wound. But a flesh wound to put them down. So now we go to them. We go inside, seeing what's currently going on with No Name. What they see as their vision begins to darken, as reality begins to crumble around them in a sense. No Name, you find yourself in a field full of flowers. A light wind blows, carrying the scent of nettles and the sweet, acidic scent of the flowers around you. Grass tickles up and down your arms, and goosebumps begin to form on your skin. The unrelenting twin suns of the Feywild begin to beat down on your head, causing you to cover your eyes and shield them. But from between your fingertips, you see another satyr running towards you. Her chiffon dress flowing in the breeze. You barely have some time to brace before she comes barreling towards you, nearly driving her horned head into your face. In this moment, as you find yourself again in the fields of your home with your partner, what do you do? How do you feel?
I think almost like a dream, No Name is currently lost in this memory, this illusion, this whatever this is. And as she's rolling in the fields with her partner, she smiles. What are you doing?
Leffy kind of tackles you to the ground, embracing you, giggling wildly. She does. And as she laughs, it almost fills the air like a song buzzing in your ears. She says, I'm just so happy to see you, is all. I feel like we barely get to see each other anymore sometimes.
Yeah, it feels like a long time.
Yeah,
Too long.
just a bit. But I have some time now. And she tucks some hair behind your ear.
Yeah, No Name places her hand on her cheek and smiles warmly towards her. It's good to see you.
It's good to see you too. As she leans in to kiss you, I would like you to make me a death saving throw.
And they kiss, and they're both girls.
They're both girls. That's gay. But we're getting back to combat music. A 15. Thankfully, you're one step closer to stabilizing. But as you are kind of in this almost haze, this dreamlike state, we go back and pan to a battlefield, the storm raging, thunder roiling. And though there's light flashing in these clouds, there is the scream that rips from the south, the anger that comes from the druid, knowing that all of their efforts have now gone to waste. And you hear, slightly just below the booming of the thunder, his voice come over and say, I am going to make sure to kill every single one of you for destroying my precious effigy. And as the thunder cracks, where the tree once stood, slightly to the north of it, another strike of lightning comes down. And as it strikes down towards the three of you that are there, I would like all of you to make me a dexterity saving throw. This is not going to be good. I will let you know now that the storm has increased in intensity. And as with the storm increasing in intensity, so does the damage.
Now,
Alfie.
Alfie, you do have advantages.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Okay.
I thought with a +7, I would be fine.
You can
As it would
always
turn out.
Yeah, you can always opt to make another save. But if you
22
need
is much better.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Mhm. All of you do pass. But as this still strikes the ground, the storm is mounting, the storm is building, and with that power comes great irresponsibility. As all of you are going to take a total of 5d10 damage, half.
Damn, that is an incredible damage roll.
That's 21 points of damage. to
Can I?
Can you just slit our throats?
Oh.
Can you just slit our throats, please?
I can
Jesus
negate some
Christ.
of that for myself.
I think I'm just down. I think
Yeah,
I'm just down.
So Alfie,
I'm
you
big down.
were up, you're down, you were up, you're down, you're up, and
It's
you're
almost like there's a supernatural force that wants me to just be dead.
no.
Yeah, the supernatural force is called a fucking high-level druid.
Serana, you're still up, Serana. Holy
So
I got 6 health points. 6 runaway health points.
I'm gonna take
Um,
10.
what's up?
Hafa, thank you for the $20 donation for Dami Mommy time.
God fucking damn.
This is so apt.
Ban!
So I will
Ban
let you
from
know,
stream.
Hafa, I will let you know because you were not here last time. Thank you very much, Hafa.
Yeah,
also
she
for-
literally just left.
Strahd just left. So Strahd just left. That $20 is now replaced by Jimothy showing up. No, I was kidding. That would be
No.
He would save the
Jimothy
day.
saves the day. Thank you so much.
Timothy
Hafa.
saves all of it.
Timothy unlocks baby power.
Baby.
So as this lightning strikes, though it strikes into the ground, it is this column of energy, and all of you, like Serana especially, you can feel that magic surging in the air as this lightning cracks down. Alfie had finally tumbled out of the creature's mouth, was back up and ready to go, immediately just completely crisp-eyed by this strike of lightning. You can see almost the skeletal structure of Alfie outlined as they are electrocuted, and she falls to the ground, still smoking. Mhm.
So
I'm gonna
Alfie
use
is like
Stone's
out.
Endurance.
Stone's Endurance. So
Yes.
Stone's Endurance, you will have to remind me, what does that do?
I roll the thing, and it basically just takes that much damage off.
So you roll a d12 plus 4 and takes that much damage?
Reduce the damage.
So what does that look like as you use Stone's Endurance?
I think Elaine just stands there and thinks like a stone. Thinks like
She's a brick house.
a house. Yeah. Think
You-
like a rock. Think like a rock. Hard like a rock.
You literally feel like kind
Oh
of
my.
your feet almost like digging more into the ground to ground yourself, causing it so the lightning does shoot through you, but it is kind of dissipated through the ground. But now at your feet, unfortunately, is a knocked out Alfie still. As this happens, oh no. What does Serana look like as well?
Not great.
Your hair's kind of standing up on end right now from the electricity. Some of it has been burned. It is very uncomfortable.
I think last time I had like fallen after getting the gem out. And so I'm honestly just like looking around for the gem. I probably got like blood over one eye. I'm just looking out of the white eye. It looks real not great.
Yeah, the blood is just streaking down your face at this point, and coming slightly closer is the druid. The displacer beast comes around behind you, hissing and growling. Ghislaine. It will strike out towards you twice with its
Tentacles.
It went into my space.
It's
I need to make a thing. I need to make a thing.
Wait, actually make me a concentration.
I know. I
check,
need to
please.
make a thing.
I will say, I realize now it can actually hit outside of this, so it would not. What? I will make a intelligence check to see if it walks in, because that's also me GM being dumb. But Joshua might be slightly smarter than me. Joshua,
Is not smarter than you.
not quite. Well, Joshua is as smart as me, which means that he's gonna.
It
walk
might
into the
not
ground.
matter.
Let's
I'm trying to
see.
figure out where that is.
You've got to
Do
be
I have
an 11.
I use my advantage for that dex save. Dex save. And do I have any stuff left just in
Any
case?
more? Serana, you have B. Oh my god, you have 8 advantages.
8.
Yeah,
You
got
have
a lot.
8 and 3 extra d6s.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
When
you gotta
did
use
that
some of
happen?
those. Good for you.
Okay.
You also have advantage anyway on concentration checks.
Yes, you do.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm. So we'll see how this goes.
So
That
then I'm
is-
gonna add my d6 because
Well,
this
I
is
think
you-
my.
that's
You
exactly.
pass.
You
Yeah.
pass. So even with that huge amount, like that impact of damage, you're still up.
Oh
You're
my
still
God.
pixies are still fleeing around. Half of your pixies got like downed like by the electricity that was going around, but you know they go up. You see some of them like kind of doing like
a bug
you know,
zapper.
they grab on to like the other one's face and get on top of them. They're like, wake up, slapping them in the face, shaking them, and eventually the pixie's like, oh, okay. They get back to their feet, and the displacer beast comes into your square. They make a
looking like-
willpower
Yeah,
save.
they're just looking like
Most-
June bugs at this point.
I know, our asses are glowing. That's an 11. It does not succeed in its save. You can roll me 3d8 damage. Well, you're rolling it anyway.
Oh. Oh no, that doesn't.
12.
Mindful
Wow,
if
that's
you're
really crappy.
Mhm.
If
What were
you're
you saying,
making
Sarah?
an actual physical attack, not this one, but if you're making an actual physical attack, you get 1d4, an extra 1d4 radiant damage.
I think that might only qualify to you currently because
No.
you are.
That
the only-
was a radius thing.
Yep, it's the.
Yeah, I think just right now because Serana does not use melee attacks, which is why I'm
That's
saying it's specifically mostly you. So their little like knives stab into the displacer beast as it comes forward. It hisses and growls. Moved 1. Mm, 3, 4. It is going to lash out 1 at you, 1 at Ghislaine.
You already rolled against Ghislaine.
I did, didn't I? No.
Yeah.
I did. No, there was 1 attack against Ghislaine, which was a 9. The other one was an intelligence check. So the 9 against Ghislaine does not hit. But against Serana, that is a 24.
That's a 24.
That was a 24. That's 13 damage.
Yeah, no, I'm down.
Oof.
I'm
Serana.
just gonna.
Yeah, Ghislaine, as you fall to the ground with a little whip from the kitty, you are struck and fall. The Twigblight horde continues to chase Bay. Ghislaine, you kind of take a moment to glance back, and you're noticing that Bay is getting very tired.
Okay. All right.
At the
I-
beginning, sorry, go ahead.
I don't know. It's just gonna be like, I see her. Just over there. Just wait a minute. We're coming, babe. We're coming.
She's
No,
like,
no, we're not.
okay, thank you. I am very tired. Whatever relative of tired means. Alfie, as you fall again, you see kind of above you, you do see that light again. You do hear your mom call out, say, Alfie, are you okay? I don't know if it's insensitive to ask.
It seems like I might not be okay since I keep seeing you, Mom.
Oh, that's a good point. And Horse pauses for a moment and says, well, do your best to not come here. As much as I want to see you, I don't want to see you here.
I'll try my best.
Thanks, sweetie. And I'd like you to roll me a death saving throw, please.
Yeah.
15. You have 1 success, no failures.
Also, I'm just messing with my audio a little bit, so
No problem. I'm gonna do
heads up.
this. Little markers to show. Ghislaine, most of your friends are down. You are facing against this creature. There is something that you have that you got quite a long time ago. A card from a woman who came into your window.
You can summon Exodia.
We only have 1 card. It's Toonsville, actually.
I forget what she said she wanted from me if I summoned her.
She never said.
Oh. I know there's gonna be a price. That's it. I have 2 possible options in my head right now. One, would it be fair to say a full action of like picking up Alfie and Serana and then like retreating?
You can definitely do that.
Okay.
You will take an attack of opportunity. You can use your entire action, I will say, to disengage.
Yes. As long as I'm just gonna pick them up and just like try and get the hell out of here.
All right.
This is still
Rough terrain.
difficult. Okay.
Or difficult terrain, yes. This is a very dire situation that you are in.
So I'm gonna have one, the other one, and I'm just gonna scoot on out there if I can. So it'd
Yeah,
be
you have 30 feet of movement.
5, 10.
So move. So you were here. So 5, 10. Yep.
And then this would be 20,
20. Yep.
30.
Yep. So
And-
go ahead.
Oh, I'm just gonna say I'm just gonna hold them and try and get away from this thing, basically.
You sling your friends onto your arms, 1 on each, and begin to run. You find your feet getting tangled up, and you know that you are leaving one of your companions behind.
Ah,
They continues getting more and more tired, is going to try and just keep running, keep going as much as they can. Serana, as you're fading in and out of consciousness, you find yourself in a very familiar field, one that you know your parents own. You hear the sheep bleating. You see that your father seems to be coming up the road with a group, a herd, guiding them towards your little farmstead. And you hear the patting of your mother come up behind you. And she says, Serana, we have to get the barn ready. Come on, you can't just stand around.
Do I know, like, do I believe that this is what's happening right now?
This is up to you.
Oh man. I don't think. I think on instinct, I bring my hand up and I cover my normal eye. Just what I do in situations.
You cover your normal eye, and as you kind of look out with that white eye of yours, the scene splits almost as if the world kind of shifts, almost like static comes about. And in front of you, you see everything turns almost like a blue shade around you instead of that sunny, bright day that you had before. You see in front of you your mother lying on the ground, gut torn open. You see various entrails scattered about the ground, as well as other creatures dead around. You hear a struggled breathing coming from her. Serana, you have to run. Serana.
I run. Scared as I was.
So you begin to run. You feel that your legs are almost shorter. As you look down, you see that you are very close to the ground. Your limbs are smaller. Your head's a bit smaller. Clothes, all tiny. And as you slowly begin to run away from the scene, as your legs cannot propel you as fast forward as they usually do, please make me a death saving throw.
Where'd my window go? There it is. Where is that on here? Oh, you click the word death saves.
Yeah. Everyone's getting 15s today. Okay.
Better than last week.
It is very true. Last week was brutal. Speaking of brutal, slightly go into we're just changing music. We're changing tone this entire time. So, back to you, No Name. You are cuddling with Leffy. You kind of feel as you're kissing and as she kind of presses her head to your chest, you get kind of a mouth full of her chestnut colored hair. And she kind of like rubs her head into you a little bit, so your like mouth is full of her hair. It is very, it's kind of gross.
Thanks for that.
And she smiles and says, You're welcome. And she brings you in for a kiss. And it's a slight taste of mint and chocolate. And you feel that this is a taste that you had forgotten once, but almost like it was brought back to you. And this moment that you're in feels very real, in a sense. Feels like she's actually there with you.
So, what's the plan for today?
Oh, well, I was thinking that I did some gardening earlier and I got all the weeds all pulled and all the lilies planted, so I have some free time.
Oh,
Yeah.
If you're not doing anything, of course.
well, I mean, I'm obviously... Can't you tell that I'm patrolling the wilds, making sure that we're safe and protected?
And as she giggles, as she begins to kind of collapse back into your chest, to kind of run your hand up her shoulder, the texture itself starts to feel almost grainy. As you touch her shoulders, you feel that your hands start to go inwards and inwards as Leffy begins to collapse in on you, almost as ash.
Leffy?
She tries to speak, and you just see more ash start to spill out of her mouth.
Leffy, stop. What's going on?
As she begins to fall apart, trying to speak to you, no tears coming out, just more and more as she begins to collapse. You see that as you touch her, she withers. The ground underneath you begins to wither as well. Flowers curl in on themselves, grass turns from greens to browns to black. As the sun begins to darken, I would like you to make me another death saving throw, please. That is a failure. Oh no. Back on the battlefield, we pan to the angered druid who looks up to you, Ghislaine, and says, "You're not going anywhere. No. You're not going anywhere." You see the storm continuing to roil. But no. It begins to burble. Blackened clouds expand as their concentration still remains on the spell. The storm has increased. Ghislaine, unfortunately, as lightning is going to strike down on you, it also strikes down on your friends.
That's
Yep.
pretty fucked up.
Can I?
That's 2 fails,
Dodge?
maybe.
Can they give me
I
an
will-
assist?
I will allow you to roll a strength saving throw to throw one of your friends away.
But which
they do
one
not
will you
get hit.
choose?
Well, one of them has a diamond on them. They could revive somebody.
Toss my
That
little
doesn't
nasty
work.
body.
Throw the half.
Oh, is it?
The throwing is to save them from this damage.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, just leave me.
Oh,
Just hold on to me.
okay, so with my 16 intelligence, I can probably, I'm assuming maybe tell that it's Serana I need to get the fuck out of here.
Probably.
Okay. Athletics or just a strength check?
Strength.
Okay.
Yeet. Strength.
You have advantage.
You have
I'm gonna use
advantage.
one of my advantages.
Oh no.
So, please, one more time.
That's
I will say
better
that's
than a 9.
I will say that's enough.
Yeet.
You throw Serana kind of 10 feet towards where Stanathan's body is.
My boy.
As you lie down next to your boy. The lightning does strike down. This is going to deal 6d6 damage. Wait, 4. Yep. It's a lot.
All ones.
That's 31. Please make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
As Alfie, you are hit by this. This does cause an immediate 2 death saving throw failures.
Okay. Nice.
Nice cock.
Wait, so if I get this one,
Mhm.
does it mean that Alfie also saves?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
Since Alfie will technically be taking half damage. By the way, that 14 is a failure, but you only fail by 1.
You have advantage.
Can I use the other advantage?
Yes, you can.
How many
Oh, it's not
advantages?
other advantage. You have 5 more advantages.
Yeah, you've
Just
lost
as a heads
advantage.
up.
So much advantage. Thank you, everyone. I
A
love you all.
21. So you'll take 15 damage as you're struck by this lightning again.
That's very ouch, but I am still standing.
You are Just still standing, 11 hit points left on Ghislaine as they continue to walk. Joshua, you hear a whistle come from the druid. They motion their head forward towards the north, towards the tree. They make their way over and scoop up the acorn-sized gem.
God dang it. I was hoping I could grab it.
Before riding over to the druid and kind of stooping their head as the druid climbs onto their back and begins riding it.
You gross, save that for the bedroom.
They do slowly stalk towards you, but almost in this like sadistic, joyous way, like a cat playing with its food.
Well, shit.
The twig blights continue to run and chase. Luckily, haven't seeming to notice you just yet. Ghislaine. Oh. Ghislaine, as you're kind of moving forwards, you're heavily damaged. Your friends are also heavily damaged. How are you feeling right now?
Probably a little, like, I always try and look on the bright side, but they're probably feeling a little like their hope is fading because it's like everyone is down, and I think they're having a rock biter moment where it's like, what good is the strength that I have if I can't save the people I love?
So you kind of think about your waning strength, Alfie. Find yourself back with you on the precipice of death. You can feel yourself on Ghislaine's shoulder. That light fades from your mother. And for a moment, you're back in the moment. You feel the kind of the rocky texture of Ghislaine's shoulder. You know it very well. Feel her hand on you, holding you close. You can feel your own body ache from singes, the damage that you've taken. As you come to for a moment, you can speak if you'd like to Ghislaine.
So Ghislaine is just holding me in this storm before I just pass the fuck out.
Basically, you're feeling kind of everything slowly start to drain from you.
With what little strength she's got, she's gonna just hold on to Ghislaine's shoulder, like just a little cup, like as much little power as she's got, and just like go, you're my best friend, and just little tear. And she
You puke? Oh, we don't know if you're dead yet. Because this is your another saving throw, please. Death saving throw.
Does Alfie, can we use advantages on death saving
For death
throws?
saving throws, I'm going to say no. But Alfie, you continue to hang on.
fuck yeah.
You are currently at 2 successes and 2 failures. So the next roll that you make will be the deciding factor whether you live or you die.
If we get hit again by the storm, is that again just the automatic 2 failures? Okay, wonderful.
Elaine, it is your turn.
Ghislaine is gonna kind of look towards Serana and be like, I'm sorry, Serana, that's gonna hurt when you wake up. And just when Alfie says that, they kind of hold them closer a little bit and be like, "You're my best friend too. Just hold on." No dying. And then
It's
I'm
like
gonna
dribbles of vomit.
That's okay. That's okay. 10. Would that be 15 or 20 to get out?
So that'll be 20. Or sorry,
Okay.
15. So you're 15, you step out of the rough terrain towards Serana again.
And I think with their other hand, they go kind of like looking for the card they had, and they're like, "I have no idea what's going to happen when I do this, but I need help." And they kind of like pull it out. And what were the magic words? Oh shit, please help.
She told you to step on it.
Oh. Throws it to the ground and like stomps on it. And it's like, I hope that works.
You yeah, go ahead.
I do, if I can, want to see if I can like pick up, because we're out of the storm right now, right?
You are, I think they're actually still in. Technically, I think you're still in the storm.
Okay.
It's a big fucking storm.
I'm gonna pick up Serana and just be like, keep going. So 20,
That's a
25, 30, because I have to go get No Name as well. I need more bodies for my pile.
Do you take, so you take Serana with you as well?
Oh shoot.
Oh, monster?
My internet became
Okay.
immediately unstable for some
I
reason.
know you froze for a moment.
Yeah.
Do you take Serana with you?
Yes, I am taking Serana with me.
Amazing. So you put Serana on your shoulder and continue to hike your way towards No Name. And you try to activate the card? Yes, no?
Oh, could she not hear us?
I
Monster.
couldn't hear you for a bit. I can
you hear me now?
you now,
Okay.
but no one's moving.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
All right.
So do you activate the card then? Taking Serana with you? Okay.
Yes.
You drop the card to the ground and step on it, twisting the heel of your foot. As you do so, bubbling up almost like a purple cloud from where you'd step down from this. Ooh, do I have? I think. Here it is. I'm going to put the card on the screen. The Enchanter card. Ooh, lovely, spicy. Very pretty. As you do that, see the smoke billow up. And out of the smoke appears a woman. We'll do more time. One you'd seen before, who's very small.
Oh.
One cloaked in kind of red, high red collar. And as they appear, their dress kind of billows out for a moment, very wide, like a circle skirt, before settling on their hips, very thin fabric. She has tan skin, long fingers. She appears. See her look up, kind of tap a finger against her cheek and look at you and say, "I see that you've summoned me, Ghislaine."
Yes.
I've heard much about you and your friends. Do you know who I am?
I know that I've met you before. I'm
have?
sorry. Yes.
I am the ruler of this land. Lady Strahd von Zarvik. At your service.
Does she look like Strahd?
You look her over.
Nani the fuck?
She looks nothing like Strahd.
I'm like, are there two of you by any chance? Like, are you twins? Are you sisters?
You see, she cocks an eyebrow and says, "What do you mean? I'm Strahd. There's no other Strahd. What are you talking about?"
Okay. All right. Well, we need help. So,
Okay.
what is the price for your help? Oh shoot, I can't hear you. Hold on.
Well,
You
Monster
know,
can't hear us.
Someone is eating the internet and I don't know who.
Oh no.
Monster, can you hear us?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
Okay. So,
It's just
as
me, apparently.
You say that. And she's about to say something to you, some sort of price. You see that she opens her mouth and she stops for a moment, almost like this look of shock comes upon her face. She seems surprised, upset, betrayed, and you see she looks at you with these wide eyes, almost mouthing a "help me" as she looks towards you. And as you look down towards her, you see in her stomach it's a large hole that's now formed, blood raining down the front of her dress, and a fist going straight through her gut. And you hear, "You know what I hate more than people impersonating me is my own wife impersonating me." You see appearing over her shoulder is the Lady Strahd von Zarvik. And at that moment, we are going to take a 5-minute break. Thank you,
What the
everybody,
fuck, Piper?
for hanging out. We're going to come back in 5 minutes for more murder on the Strahd Express.
God damn it, Half.
Nope.
Now we don't have help.
Go pee, do some things, cry a little bit.
It's fine. We got this. Not even close, baby.
Woo! All right, we'll be back soon. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Bye.
Hello, everybody. We are back. Thank you so much for waiting. We really appreciate it. Piper, get going.
And thank you, Wandering Confused, for the 2 gift subs. Appreciate it. Though it didn't go to me, so how dare you?
Yeah, Monster, you got 2 more bits of advantage.
Yeah.
Yes.
But we'll get back into the, Strahd appearance. As you see, Strahd rips a hole in the woman in front of you. You see a woman look down, one claiming to be Strahd, in just shock, horror, and almost a heartbreak. And as she goes to turn her head, as blood spills out of her mouth to say, "I'm sorry," you see that stopped for a moment as Strahd's other hand kind of reaches around to grab the bottom of the woman's jaw. You see that she slides her fingers into her mouth,
Oh god.
grabbing and rips off the woman's jaw, casting it to the ground, before taking her other hand and casting the woman to the other side. While you were standing there, Elaine, make me a
That's spousal
perception check.
abuse.
Make me a perception check, please.
Now I'm really concerned about her marrying Irina.
It's just a concerning woman.
Just a little
Do
worried.
I have hearing?
She's
Is it like
evil.
a sniff and smell thing, or a sniff and hearing thing, or just
This is a
Okay.
sight.
okay?
Sight-based.
All right.
24. You'd seen before she was cast to the side. You saw that within her mouth, a few fangs were there. One kind of shudders and struggles on the ground as Strahd takes steps towards you. She kind of looks up at you in a sense. But there's still that essence that she is looking down on you. She says, "I can help you if you want, Ghislaine, but it'll come at a price. Are you willing to pay it?
An extra big wedding present? What's the price?
Well, and she begins to kind of look around, looking over at No Name, looking to Alfie, looking to Serana. She says, I want you to pick one.
One for what?
Pick one. I'll tell you what it is after.
Insight check.
There's a large...
Can I insight check?
You can go ahead, but there's this large fanged grin that comes on her face.
I have a feeling it's not good.
I don't know what it is. It may be to save, it may be to... Nope.
You do have a lot of advantages.
You do. If you want to use your advantage, you can go ahead.
You know what? For this sort of thing I would normally, but in this case, definitely yes. This music is also a bop.
Trill epic. Oh, that's even worse.
Wow.
At 9, we're gonna go with the 9.
Strahd chooses for you.
That one. No, you, with the stress of everything going on, with your friends collapsed, you're the only one standing. This is a very dangerous situation. You're not sure. Your heart is pounding at this point. It is near impossible to read her intentions, but they are not good. What would you like to do, Ghislaine? You know what? We can give you another round to the side if you want.
I'm just gonna be like, okay, I don't know what your intentions are. I guess No Name? Maybe
Smile curls on her lips and says, all right. When she says that, Bay is very tired. You see that she moves one last time and kind of near. She realizes that she's kind of at the edge of this tree line. She looks towards you, Ghislaine, and says, I am in trouble. Help. Help.
Help.
Wasabi.
Wasabi.
Shoot. It happened again.
All right. We'll move on to Serana.
Sorry, the internet decided to die.
It's okay. Serana, you find yourself, after kind of you run and you find yourself running and running and running through this forested pathway. Eventually the trees start to surround you, keep getting denser and denser as you run. Eventually you come upon a scene. You're very small. And you look up and you see formless faces around you, these large, tall, statuesque bodies cloaked in darkness. You can feel almost this pressure as they look down on you, both literally looking down on you and statually looking down at you.
Mm-hmm.
You find yourself phasing in and out. You wake up on the ground, covered in blood. Like one of your arms broken, twisted. And you look and you see the legs of Ghislaine And look over and you see Strahd standing there. As you are for a few moments conscious. Is there anything you'd like to say? Or
I don't think I'm going to say anything out loud, but if I see Strahd there,
you do?
I remember the diary entry
Mm-hmm.
where Strahd said they called out, like they reached out to Barovia, and Barovia answered or whatever. And I think I've recognized that as a powerful source of magic. So I don't know how I would do it, but I would try to just use my divine granted magical senses of being a cleric of magic god. I don't know. I would just try to, poke around and see if I could do anything with that. And it's probably not going to do anything. But, it's like, what does it matter at this point? That's like her last ditch effort, so.
Do you say anything internally or externally?
I think it would definitely be similar to how, she would pray. But it would be very much just help.
So you kind of say, help, help, help inside yourself. There's
much like I can't remember his name. Like from Overwatch, like I need healing, but like I need power.
I need healing. Power.
I need power.
You hear inside your head a voice. One high-pitched. Sounds to be coming almost from below you, but you hear it. And it says,
You need help? What do you need help with, Serana? Are you hurt?
Yes.
Oh. Well, isn't that a problem for you?
It is. That's why I need help.
And what will you give me if I help you, Serana?
What do you want?
There are many places that I like to hide, that I like to venture. But the one place that I have not ventured is inside a vessel before. Will you be my vessel, Serana?
Will you give me the power that I need to save myself and my friends?
I will. Just know that this power comes at a price. Are you willing to pay it?
If it will save me and my friends, then yes.
That's good to hear.
and as you say that, you make the pact. You feel something starting to creep underneath your skin. Almost feels like it's bubbling for a moment, boiling. As unperceived, a small shadow creeps out of that book of yours and begins to make its way under your skin and inside of you.
Cool.
Serana,
Becky.
you find yourself shake it off. You find yourself able to move again as you are now back at full health, full spell slots.
Shit. Oh no.
So you're back at 48 with all of your spell slots back. So you lay on the ground. We pan over to No Name. No Name. We'll keep this one. Go back to this one. Back with you. As everything begins to curl and burn around you, suns begin to darken, like the light being sucked out by some unknown force. You see basically out of every orifice of Leffy, just ash begins to spill out, begins to bury you, slowly drowning you in the area, covering it. You struggle to breathe and to pull yourself out. Eventually, you do. As you stand, you look around and you find that you're no longer in a beautiful field. There's no sun around you, but now you find yourself inside a strangely familiar cave. As you look down, cold, various purples and blues lying on the ground, very still, is Leffy.
No. What is this? This isn't real.
You look around. There's nothing but candles. There is a desk that sits made of mahogany.
Mahogany.
Seems to have notes inside a book that sits upon it, lays open. You can see the candles have been burning for quite a while as the wax is dripped down onto the desk, staining it.
No Name looks around, panic setting in. And she sees the light growing brighter by the desk as if she's supposed to go that way. And she walks over and is going to try to stomp the desk and just kind of like destroy it.
All right. Make me a strength check. As you try to smash the desk in your hazy dreams.
Can it be athletics?
Sure. Why not? You stomp down with your hoof, shattering the desk in two, the candles going tumbling. And as they hit the ground, everything extinguishes. All light is removed from the cave.
In the darkness, No Name is going to shout out, I see right through you, Strahd. I don't care about your shitty illusions. I'm not gonna fall for it.
As you say that, you hear weeping in the corner. Heavy but quiet sobs. Somewhere in the darkness.
No Name's trying to shut it out.
Crying begins to get louder and louder. And there's a stone that seems to settle in your gut that gets heavier and heavier. And as it does, please make me another death saving throw. A 10. That is just a success. Back with you, Ghislaine. The druid will delay their action to go just after and with Joshua. As they begin to slowly pad over, you can hear the druid call out, almost saddened, near tears, and saying, "I'm sorry, Strahd, I failed you. I failed you in this ritual. It was going to be magnificent and it was going to be wonderful, but I'm so..." And you see Strahd lift a finger and say, "Now's not the time." Looks back to Ghislaine. You chose no name.
Do I have to pick one of them? Can I just pick myself?
A large grin begins growing. You can, if you'd like. Yes.
All right. Then I pick me. Sorry, that was... I kind of panicked.
Yes. Though unfortunately I am... You know what? You caught me in a good mood, even though my effigy was... Looks over towards it. It's all like wilted and sad. Unfortunately, the destruction was quelled by all of you. I'm in a good mood. And Ghislaine. Give me a moment. As you have volunteered yourself in this, Strahd says, "Stand still, and if you attempt to dodge this, I will go for Alfie instead."
I'm gonna very gently put Alfie on the ground by Saran and be like, "Okay, all right."
Good. Strahd reels back her hand, and very quickly, the movement is almost instant. She does something similar to you and jams her fist into your heart. I will do damage with this. See how much. You might not die. You probably will. Yeah. So that's 26 damage altogether, which does put you down.
Sorry. 1 second. There you
That's
are.
okay.
There you are. You're back. Okay. I am sorry my internet sucks today.
It's okay. And she is going to... She inserts it. You feel it go in. You can feel her almost gripping your heart for a moment before she does reel back and rips it out. This will count as 2 death saving throws. Oh my god. You know. As you collapse to the ground, 2 death saving throws on you as you fall. And she laughs and says, "You know, I honestly was only going to save one of you, and I might just keep to my word. Depends how I feel." And she chuckles. Alfie.
Yep.
Ghislaine, you're still in the moment. Your heart is beating in Strahd's hand. But you are lying next to Alfie, still just breathing. Alfie, you're awake too, able to see Ghislaine bleeding and down next to you.
I think they're
They're waking up to see that they're also down.
Yep.
Alright. I'm gonna grab their hand if I can.
Yeah, you take Ghislaine's hand into yours.
I mean, yeah, I think that's it. Cause I'm just down.
Mhm. You grasp onto Ghislaine's hand. Ghislaine, you feel Alfie's little hand in yours, pulling it closer with what strength remains, and gripping yours tightly. Two of you are looking at each other almost wordlessly. Alfie, can you make me one last saving throw? Death saving throw, please.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, indeed.
Man, if only I had my bonus action.
15. Alfie, you do pass out, but you are not dead. You've stabilized as your blood has coagulated. Ghislaine, you see, you're not sure what's happened in this moment. You're not sure if Alfie's still alive, but you have not much time left.
I think in the moment of like panic, the first thought is that hurt more than being bit by a werewolf. And just kind of looks up at Strahd and with a like dad joke, just because, is like, it seems you have my heart.
She kind of squeezes it a little. It still kind of pulsates in her hand. And she gives a small grin and says, you could have come with me. You could have. We've been very entertaining in the court. But alas, you are here underneath my boot. So sad to see such a strong person fall. As she laughs, please make me a death saving throw.
All right. Okay. Why?
Ghislaine,
Damn.
as you feel that last beat of the heart you see in Strahd's hand, you feel your consciousness slipping away. You briefly kind of look past Alfie and your sight zeroes in far in the trees by Bay, who seems to be more and more exhausted. Almost unable to move, you see nearby, watching in horror, is Fern. Watching your last moments as you begin to slip into the darkness. And as your last breath finally escapes, cackling of Strahd begins to fade. We see Bay almost waiting, unable to move anymore, as the twig blight horde is beginning to descend. Not quite there yet, but a new presence now again. Serana, you find yourself awake on the ground. You've heard kind of this death rattle from your friend beside you, but you are up.
Am I gonna make
You're
this
healed.
really awkward? Oh man.
Maybe. What would you like to do?
Well, a very fast succession of events. Is that the right word? I don't know. It might not have been the right word. Anyway, so Strahd's just holding Ghislaine's heart, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's Strahd paying attention to?
You see Strahd is not paying attention to you. Strictly staring down, almost eating up this moment. You see her like lean down towards Ghislaine, almost enjoying this.
So the problem I have is I know Strahd can cancel my magic. But I guess I don't know who I just talked to, but I'm gonna let them know Strahd can stop my magic from happening.
Hear that voice in your head say, "Oh no, that's not good. Do you want me to get you and your friends out of here? I can do that for you."
Let me cast the spell.
You don't want to leave?
Not while they're dead.
Mm-hmm. I can take them with us. All of them.
Yes, if you can take all of us.
Mm.
And the gem.
And the gem. I can take the gem. Yes, I can take the gem. I can do this. Yes. Oh, I can do this for you.
Need that.
Give me a moment to find a place. Oh, I know. I know the perfect place we can go. Hold on.
And as it says that, the world starts to kind of almost shift and twist. You feel yourself almost slide down, like the ground has moved 45 degrees. You begin to feel yourself tumbling. It's almost like all of you begin to tumble. No name in the cave as you're there. As the crying goes on, you feel yourself falling to the side in almost this endless loop. Begin to turn and turn and turn.
I wanted to kind of go for the heart before. Wait, can I have to snatch it? I want to snatch it.
Oh, I can do that.
And as you like reach a hand out to snatch it, you feel yourself falling. You look up and you grab. Make me a sleight of hand check.
Okay. I have a lot of advantages, right?
Yes, you do. You have like 7 or 8.
You better
Yeah.
snatch that shit.
Okay, I'm gonna use it.
Okay.
Okay.
Ha! This happens to me every time.
Oh no.
Oh well.
You do grab onto it, but as you grab, you see Strahd has noticed. You touch it. Strahd looks down to you, smiles, and crushes the heart in front of you. As it twists, your perceptions, you begin to fall and fall and fall before everything goes black for you, Serana.
Oh man. Okay.
But your vision returns quite quickly as instead of now finding yourself in a field, you now find yourself in what looks to be a church. As you look up and look around, trying to gain your bearings, you find yourself in a place that you've never really been before. Give me one moment. I'll pull up the information.
Can't just bring us to Strahd dildo scream without giving me a warning.
Oh, sorry. Surprise.
It's not. It's a cactus.
Mommy Strahd.
Gentle sounding music begins to trickle down from above, played on a single stringed instrument by some unseen master. You see the floor seems to be made of stone, very uniform, with these arched, leaded glass windows surrounding you, depictions of the sun and the moon gathering as one. You see a cauldron sits on an iron rack above a warm fire in a hearth, while above the fireplace mantle hangs a golden disc engraved with a symbol of a sun. In one corner, a wooden staircase climbs to the upper level, while another corner descends into darkness. Several chairs surround a wooden table that stretches nearly the length of the room. Wooden dishware and golden candelabras are neatly arranged on the table, and standing behind it seems to be this almost alabaster skin person. This almost kind of blend, you're not too sure, very much a gender, unsure, or, well, they're sure on themselves in a sense. They have this kind of reddish blonde hair that's cropped very neatly back, big eyes, plump lips, in a beautiful red gown.
Oh no.
It's very soft reds. As you kind of appear, they seem to look up. In their hands, they have a small harp. They seem to just be idly playing, but not noticing you at all.
Yeah, I'm that token.
Is everybody else here?
You look around and you see laying near you, No Name, Ghislaine, Alfie.
Was that
and
my
Bay.
action?
This, at this point, as you're here, that's not, you still have your action. What would you like to do?
Do I have a bonus action? True.
Sure.
Okay. As my action, I just like, well, maybe this is how this works. And I'm gonna grab that diamond and yeet it into Ghislaine's chest. Cast Revivify. And then as my bonus action, mass healing word, everyone.
Amazing. So you shove this diamond into Ghislaine's chest where their heart was. I love this. We pan over to Ghislaine, your internal thoughts. As you look around, before you're pulled back, Ghislaine, your eyes open. You blink for a few moments and you see that you are in this almost gray plain area. As you look up, you see that it's almost like a maelstrom that's forming around you, but you're at the eye of the storm, the very center. This area spans out maybe 120 feet, nearly impossibly upwards. Fog seems to try and enter where the storm is, but the storm seems to keep out the fog itself. Ahead of you, in the ground, about 20 feet, and it spans across most of this circular eye of the storm. You see a large black void in the center, but twisting around, almost caught in the storm itself. Even though it's the eye, you see very violently whipping around. You see these small white gray wisps hurtling in circles and circles. You see someone very quickly that looks very similar to Alfie caught up in this storm. What do you do when you find yourself here?
I think Ghislaine is gonna kind of like pat their chest and be like, "All right."
You pat your chest and there's just this gigantic hole in it.
A moment of Uh, try not to panic. Try not to panic. How am I? Am I dead? Is this the place between? I think Ghislaine's gonna get up if they can.
Yeah, you get up and you start kind of feeling yourself being picked up as well in this storm. As you you start to rise, coming towards you, you see this ethereal entity. They seem to have some sort of locket swinging from their neck. Grizzled figure or features as they reach towards you, their hands outstretched. And as you look, you see the features start to come into your vision. You realize this person who's coming towards you is your old mentor, Ram. He kind of reaches out to you and says, "What are you doing here? You shouldn't be here," as you start to get picked up and lifted into the storm.
I think they kind of reach out and grab onto Bram and say, I didn't mean to end up here.
No. It's anyone but you, Ghislaine. Anyone but you needs to be here. I'm so sorry that you are stuck here as well.
Are we dead?
And you can see that you're slowly passing all of these other spirits. Bram says, "Our corporeal forms are, yes, but all of these people here are all stuck here, Ghislaine." As you kind of rise up and you look up and out, you see the storm, this bubble over you. As you look out, you start to see outside of the storm, looking in, various spirits on the other side trying to get in. Almost these desperate look in their eyes, but they can't break through. Ram says, "We're destined to die and be reborn here for eternity.
How do I stop it? How do I set you free?
You need to kill her. You need to bring Barovia back to its people." How can you? Well, at least we're stuck together. And you see this small smile form across his face.
I think Ghislaine hugs him and feels kind of like a kid again, even though they're like twice his size. And you're just kind of like, I hope to see you again. I didn't think it'd mean both of us would be dead, but
I didn't either. As you embrace, it almost feels like there's lead in your shoes as you start to sink. And Bram says, No, where are you going? Ghislaine, where are you going? Stay, you need to stay with me, please. I can't lose myself in here. I need you.
I try and hold on to him as much as possible and kind of say, how do I get you out?
You can't. We're stuck here. As you are dragged down. You slip from his fingers. You find yourself heavily going towards gray ground that you'd woken up on. And back in the Abbey, Ghislaine, you take a gasp of air. Sarani, you see that Ghislaine is now back. And you cast Mass Heal, don't you? Please do so.
Just the healing word.
Just healing word on.
Yeah,
you have
mass heal.
2. Yeah, mass heal.
I don't have that one yet.
I thought you did.
No, that's
I would
a very
suggest it
high
on no
level.
name. Just saying.
I don't have heal, even regular heal yet.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a mass healing word is everything that I want within 60 feet. So Bay, anything within 60 feet.
Perfect.
It's not a lot, but it's everything, and it's at range. So
And it gets us all up.
yes, 1d4 plus spellcasting, which is 5. Right? Yes, 5. Okay. Everybody gets 7.
Nice.
That mean I'm no longer dead?
You're already no longer dead.
Okay.
I
You
Huh.
revivified.
Thank you.
Delane. What does your revivify look like?
Well,
Sarah?
It says it can't restore any missing body parts. That's why I was trying to grab the heart. So I wasn't sure if it would work or not. But I don't know. It just probably at this point looks not very good. It looks kind of creepy. Probably a lot of like there's no more of a lot of the white, even though it's healing. She's probably healing with like weird smoky tendrils or something. It's the not great side.
Does it close over the diamond?
Sarana, I would like you to make me a perception check based on sight, please. You see, as you cast this spell of just dark necromantic energy to bring back your friend, you extend your hand and you see another one kind of sprout from your wrist and sit on top of your hand, almost holding it.
Oh, gross. I love it.
And coming out of their palm, passing through theirs and into yours, then into Ghislaine, you see and you hear a very small scream as you notice almost some sort of essence comes from you and goes into Ghislaine, bringing them back to life. And you hear, "You're welcome," in your head. No name. You find
It's fine.
yourself out of this cave. Crying has stopped, but your body aches. Your body's singed, scarred. Whipped from Kitty. But you do wake up on this strange stone floor, as do you, Alfie. You find yourself no longer in that kind of sleeping state. You just hear idle harp music echoing off the walls. It's very beautiful.
I think Alfie still comes up very like, oh!
What happened?
Is everybody relatively close together?
You're all laying kind of very close together.
Where are we?
We're out of combat, right?
You're out of combat.
Is this another fucking church?
Can I tell what god this church is for?
This seems to be a Church of the Morning Lord who you've run into before.
Oh, okay. But we haven't been to this one.
No.
All right.
As you look around, the music stops. You hear kind of a small, very gentle clattering on the table. The person behind it kind of pushes their chair out. They begin making their way over to you. And as they speak, their voice is almost layered with various harmonics. Ooh, I love that. I just got your message there, B. I love that. And yes, as they come over, their voice is very gentle and soothing as they come towards you and say, "Hello. Can I help you?" As they look down at all of you, you're all conscious.
I'm just looking around at all my friends. I'm like, I mass. My word of healing was get the fuck up. Is that one word? That's what it is.
Mhm.
All one
Everybody
word.
seems to be up. Do I still have a creepy hand coming out of my hand, or is that like
you
did
look
it go
down
away?
and it is gone.
Okay.
As all of you kind of look around for a moment, you look over at Serana, and that white kind of milky eye that Serana used to have is now completely black.
Oh, good.
I think Ghislaine kind of like wakes up and sits up with a
Oh my god, it worked.
and like
What
pats their
worked?
chest. Hole?
You feel down. There doesn't seem to be a hole at all. There seems to be scar tissue.
Left tit, right tit, heart.
You feel it's almost like there's like a slight like squirming sensation, but after a moment it kind of stops. It's a bit uncomfortable.
It's probably okay. It's probably like your heart regrowing or something, since I watched Strahd squish it. And then I'm gonna look over at this new person. I'm just gonna be like, "Are you Strahd? Is this Strahd?
Oh,
I don't. Please. What side are you on? Are you with Strahd?
no.
Are you my Strahd?
Strahd.
Do you like
No.
Strahd?
I'm not Strahd. Strahd is.
Are you one of Strahd's wives?
No. No. They call me the Abbot. Welcome.
Abbott.
Welcome to the Abbey of St. Markovia.
I've been looking for you. How did we end up here?
Those who need to be here always end up here. It seems that you needed help. What help do you need? And as they kind of smile, you see that their smile doesn't reach their eyes.
I love that. I mean, Serana doesn't, but I do.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Good vibes all around.
What is going on?
I go, you died or something. I don't know.
What?
Did you? You were close.
I was definitely dead, and I was a ghost. Oh,
Bay looks over and says, "I do not know where we are, but thank you for saving me."
You're welcome.
shit, Brahma's here.
How did we get away?
I moved us.
You could do that the whole time?
No.
So it's a new trick?
Yes.
Do you know you look a little scary right now?
Your eyes a little.
Yeah, it's always been a little weird. That's fine. I
No,
can
no,
see
no.
fine.
No,
It's different.
it's like the opposite of what it normally is. So, just so you're aware.
What? I like.
Alfie's gonna take out one of her little costume mirrors, or her little pocket mirror, and give it to Serana.
Yeah, I'm gonna look in it.
You see, as you look inside the mirror, that your eye from milky white is now entire sclera black. And as you kind of look at it, you start to notice almost like a black ooze start to drip down from it.
Close the mirror. I give it back to Alfie. I'm like, listen, black, white. You could have just said your eye is black. It was white is black. You had to be all cryptic about it. It's fine. You know, sometimes magic is black and magic is white.
The abbot comes over to you, Serana. Leans down, and their face gets fairly close to yours as they're inspecting you very curiously.
I sniff them.
They smell absolutely divine. They smell delicious, like kind of like cinnamon and like what is it called? Oh God,
Smell like
Cinnabuns.
chocolate chip cookies.
Do they smell good
chocolate
or like?
chip cookies?
Do I want to eat them now? I'm very concerned.
Like
They
sexy
smell
good or
really
tasty
good. I mean, if you want to eat them. They look at you and say, I might be able to help with that if you'd like.
I can see just fine out of it.
Oh. They lean back. They're like kind of on their haunches, and they look over to No Name, Ghislaine, and Alfie and say, Do you all look like you need healing and rest? Please, feel free to stay as long as you'd like.
Yes, although it's more than I can ask of you because I have some questions.
Oh, of course. You all look tired. Do you want to sleep first? I can answer any questions you have, though.
I've been unconscious like 4 times. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to take a nap right now.
If you'll allow me. And they kind of extend their hand towards you very tentatively. Alfie.
Oh, yuck.
And they say, do you mind if I help you? It won't hurt.
She's gonna look at Ghislaine because, like, I guess this person is the one that's supposed to be helping us anyway. And I'm gonna go, sure.
They, with their kind of pointer finger, they like gently touch your nose, and you gain back 23 points of health.
Oh shit! What up?
As your wounds start to stitch back together,
Be
and
scared
you
of Claire.
feel relieved.
I
Thank
think
you for that.
You're welcome. Do any of you need healing?
I'll just rest.
Oh. That is no problem.
I probably do. Though I mean, I don't know how I can repay you.
Oh, you don't need to repay me at all. I do this because it's my purpose to help.
Where can I rest?
Give me a moment.
And you see they kind of stand up, and all of their movements are very effortless. Almost like kind of a feather floating on the wind as they stand back to their feet. No grunts, no seemingly like strain getting up from just like kind of crouching on their feet to standing. And you hear them call up,
Vasilka. Vasilka. Could you show our new guests to their room?
and let's see. You see coming out from kind of that kind of dark area just below where the staircase is, coming up the stairs, you see a woman start to step out. She has this long black hair, a navy dress that goes up around her neck, going over her bodice and flowing down, almost like an A-line dress. Skin slightly blue. Looks slightly cracked in places, like a ceramic cup that's been put back together. As she just steps out very quietly and begins to walk towards the group with you, and you can all make me perception checks if you would like.
Okay. Visual?
Yes, visual. Oh, very nice. That's a 22 perception. Oh, 24.
We seeing shit today.
I don't
Definitely.
know. Never.
Alfie's just like, there's a person that's coming up. But the rest of you notice immediately this person's a little bit off. As you look towards them, the cracks in their skin, as you're looking from like almost different parts of their face and down to their shoulders, almost looks like slightly different shades of blue. As you look harder, it's slightly different textures of skin. As you see that this person seems to be made up of other people stitched together.
Nope.
Nice.
As she begins to walk towards you, she doesn't falter. There's a slight stutter to her gait for a moment, but she walks towards all of you. And the abbot turns around to say, "This is Vasilka. Isn't she beautiful?"
Yes.
Thank you. Vasilka, could you guide these people to their rooms? Vasilka nods and motions for you all to come with one hand. All their fingers a slightly different shade.
That's cool. Do I know what this is?
Roll me Arcana,
this.
please.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Do I? Do you mind if I roll
It's a
some?
Frankenstein.
This
No.
is definitely a product of some necromantic energy, but it doesn't seem to be like Stanithan was at all. It's definitely more aware.
My boy.
Do you mind
see-
if I...
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, sorry. I was just gonna say, do you mind if I check to see? Like, do an Arcana check?
Yeah, you can go right ahead.
Okay. Is this undead of any sort?
You can go ahead and roll if you'd like.
Okay. I have advantage on Fey Fiends or
It's none of those things.
Okay.
It's weird stitched together person. Maybe it's undead. You're not sure. This is weird. This is real weird. As you can kind of see, and why Alfie, you don't quite get it at first, is that a lot of her seams, the rest of you see, are like, it almost looks like a light powder is pressed onto each of them to kind of try and hide some of the seams. But she begins to kind of lead you. Let me see, where are they leading you? Where's the second floor? I know there's a second floor. Ah, here it is. Ooh. Interesting. Wait, is that the... No, that's the upstairs. Okay. Sorry, I'm just double checking. I also haven't fully... Yeah, they begin to lead you up the steps. And you see... My apologies. You begin to kind of make your way up the steps. And as you do, as you kind of get to the secondary floor, you hear some like light grunting as you make your way up. And you see on this, it's kind of a bell tower-esque area that you're now in, that Vasilka is leading you up to. And you see a very familiar face kind of standing there, seeming to be bandaging herself up. She has this long, kind of flowing garment on, is various orange colors with gold highlights, sitting in a wooden chair. She's got her rapier to the side of her, little bandana kind of holding back just the tight curled hair she has, and one of her legs being made of grass.
Oh no!
And you see sitting, kind of almost mending her wounds, is Esmeralda.
The hot girl.
Dang
The
it.
hot person.
So
Hot woman who's into MILFs.
Imagine seeing you here.
And as you get to the second floor, seeing Esmeralda here bandaging themselves up, that is where we'll end tonight's session. So thank you everyone for tuning in, hanging out, giving subs, and lots of advantage to our players, and not me. I got one. Thanks, Nisa. That's okay. I'm okay
You
with
still
it.
managed to kill us.
Yeah.
I did. I killed one of you. That's all I wanted. Just one. But thank you everyone for tuning in tonight. We're going to go back around and we're just kind of going to reintroduce ourselves, talk about various projects that we have coming up. If there's a favorite part of the session or if you want to give a shout out to someone, feel free. But we are going to go a little round robin. I'm going to maybe mix things up just a little bit. I'm going to go with Monster first.
Whoa.
I am Monster XP. I hope that my internet holds together for like the last few minutes. And shout out to Stacy for shout out to Stacy and Piper. Actually, the whole lot of you for making me almost cry at some point, but especially with that, like just waking up a little bit and being like, "You're my best friend," and then me being like, "I just gotta hold it together."
That was adorable.
I imagined it as me over your shoulder, and then I took my little arm and like wrapped it like around your neck, like a little baby hug.
Oh, baby, hug, little huggy. Oh, that's so sweet. And
I was
next,
going for tears.
it was good. And next we have, of course, Stacy.
Hey, I'm Stacy. Highlight was honestly Piper's descriptions this evening were fairly gruesome, and I was at every turn, holy shit.
What?
Especially Strahd fucking ripping out someone's guts and their jaw and all that bullshit. I was like, oh, I didn't know we were in a fucking horror novel.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, this is a horror game.
I
Yeah.
love it. I was vibing the whole time. So
Oh,
good.
excitement, love it. And next, ooh, I made everybody too big. Next we have B.
hello, I'm B. I don't know who I just made a deal with, but it's gonna be fun. I think my favorite part of the game tonight, honestly, was that dad joke as the last thing to say.
That was good.
It's good.
It was that was pretty good.
Iconic.
I had my mic muted, but I was cackling. I didn't want to interrupt the moment, but it was really good.
I love that. And of course, you can follow B's link tree there
Yep.
in the chat to see all the things that B does, as
Oh,
well
me
as
too.
all the other posts
Update
that have
my
been made.
character portrait.
Yeah, just color it in. Yeah, it's just
MS Paint.
Yeah,
Colored it.
it's perfect. And Emma.
Hi, it's me, Emma, also known as Emma Panada. You can find me here on my Twitch channel, where we run various TTRPGs sometimes, and every once in a while I'll play games or something. I'm also on Twitter at Emma Panada, where I largely just shitpost and troll my friends. I'm also writing a TTRPG called All the Witches, and you can follow that on Twitter at allthewitches_. I'm posting updates every once in a while, but we're very early in the development process, so there aren't a whole lot of updates right now. But I did just get some art, or a progress report of some art from one of the artists, so I'm very excited about that. And yeah, that's me. My favorite part for tonight was, golly gee willikers. I liked Serana getting one last hit in on Joshua with the the area of effect spell, and Joshua being a big old dummy. That was fun. And I also just liked Ghislaine sacrificing themselves rather than No Name.
I said
That was
no
nice
name,
of you.
and I'm like, oh my god, no.
Wait.
She's going to kill her.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, wait, no, what would Ghislaine actually do in this case?
Wait, sorry. Oops.
Oops.
Whoopsie.
Whoopsie, I made a fucky wucky. But yeah, Piper, what about you? Where can we find you doing stuff?
Hello, I'm Peppa. Also Matihi. You can find me at Twitter at Maddie Matihi, or on Twitch occasionally with a tiny little tabaxi child who we really need to appear for some fucking good times. We're gonna have hello, Jimothy. You're just gonna hang out next to me. Hi. No, God, you're in the way. Get out of the way, Jimothy.
Okay.
Yeah, you can find me those places. I forgot what else I said. I am a bit squirrely today. I am very tired, but it's fine. Thank you everybody for tuning in and hanging out. I really enjoy this game, and I'm here every Tuesday running Curse of Strahd, and eventually I'll be running Jimothy and Friends over on my channel, which is a bunch of children who are LARPing adventurers. Other than that, I'm on Stella Luna's channel tomorrow, hopefully, and every other Wednesday playing Wilds Beyond the Witchlight. It is a Patreon campaign that they run, and it's great. I play Ricaria, who's a Tiefling Druid with a Sinek friend. I'm also in Stella Luna's Strixhaven campaign, which is occasional. It's very much a drop-in campaign. It's a lot of fun, where I play Big Mommy Monk named Emmy, and I have a Fwog named Reginald, who is an absolute disaster and an anarchist, and I love him. My favorite moment of the night, I think it has to be Serana making the deal. I'm like, oh fuck, I did not expect this, and I'm very happy. This is fun times. But yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in. We are going to resume, of course, next week, as long as everything goes well, with some hot Abbott, some Frankenstein's monster-esque person, and of course the MILF fucker. Other than that, everyone have a great night, and I'm gonna pass it back to Emma.
Yeah, thanks everybody so much for sticking around and hanging out with us. We really appreciate it. I'm gonna be in a one-shot on April 7th with some really amazing creators. I'm really excited for it. One of them is streaming right now, and I was able to catch one of her streams yesterday, and it was really entertaining. So I figure we're gonna raid into her. So please go say hi, show some love. She is really a fun streamer, and I hope you enjoy watching her for a bit. She's currently playing Witcher 3, but yeah, I will talk to you all later. Please stick around for the raid. And
The Wade.
ooh woo, and say hi once we get into the other chat. I appreciate it. But have a great night and have a great rest of your week.
You better say hi. I swear. I'll find you. I'll end you. But I love
Bye.
you. Bye. 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 Are we gone? Are we out?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. Hello, I will entertain everybody as Jimothy. Hello, this is now my channel. Do you like cookies?